The night sky, a vast canvas of twinkling stars, has captivated humanity for millennia. Are we alone in this immense universe? This question has fueled countless myths, legends, and a global fascination with unidentified flying objects, UFOs. From ancient cave paintings to modern-day reports, the allure of the unknown persists. This essay embarks on a captivating journey through the history of flying saucers. Prepare to be transported to a world where the line between fact and fiction blurs, igniting our imagination and challenging our understanding of the cosmos. A journey through time and testimony.
The fascination with the skies has been a constant throughout human history. In ancient India, the Vedic texts describe the vimanas, flying machines used by gods to travel between the heavens and the earth. Similarly, in ancient Egypt, hieroglyphs and carvings have been found in the temples of Abydos. Some interpret these as depicting advanced technology, while mainstream archaeologists attribute these to symbolic or coincidental erosion patterns. The idea persists. This idea continues to intrigue people today.
As we move into the medieval period, reports of strange objects in the sky become more frequent and detailed. One of the most famous incidents occurred in 1561 over Nuremberg, Germany. Residents of Nuremberg reported seeing a spectacular aerial battle involving numerous cylindrical objects, spheres and crosses. The Nuremberg incident was followed 5 years later by another mass sighting in Basel, Switzerland. These events were interpreted by the people of the time within the context of their religious beliefs, often seen as omens or divine signs.
In addition to historical records, folklore and mythology from various cultures are rich with stories of celestial beings, flying chariots, and mysterious visitors from the sky. In Norse mythology, the god Thor is said to travel across the sky in a chariot pulled by two goats, producing thunder and lightning. In the Americas, Native American tribes have legends of star people who came down from the heavens to share knowledge and wisdom. The Hopi, in particular, have a rich tradition of stories about beings from other worlds, often depicted as kachinas. These are spiritual entities that interact with humans.
Celestial wonders and divine interpretations.
Despite the tendency to interpret unusual aerial events through a religious lens, medieval and Renaissance chronicles also reveal a growing fascination with documenting and understanding these phenomena. One such chronicle, written in 1493 by Hartmann Schadel, describes a fiery red ball that appeared over Basel, Switzerland. Similarly, in 1566, another mass sighting occurred over Basel, involving numerous black spheres moving at high speed. These accounts, while lacking the scientific rigor of modern UFO reports, nevertheless provide valuable historical context.
Interpreting the unexplained.
The year 1947 marked a turning point in human history. On June 24, 1947, Kenneth Arnold, a seasoned pilot, was flying near Mount Rainier in Washington state. Arnold saw 9 peculiar objects, gleaming in the sunlight, moving in a tight formation. He described their movement as resembling saucers skipping across water, giving birth to the term flying saucers. The incident quickly gained national attention, captivating the world. Just weeks after Kenneth Arnold's encounter, another event unfolded near Roswell, New Mexico. In early July 1947, rancher Mac Brazel found strange debris on his property. The Roswell Army Airfield issued a press release claiming to have recovered a flying disc, only to retract it hours later, stating it was a weather balloon. The official explanation did little to quell suspicions of a cover-up. The Roswell incident became a defining moment in UFO history.
Project Sign and Project Grudge.
By the early 1950s, the UFO phenomenon had firmly taken root in the public consciousness. In 1952, the US Air Force initiated Project Blue Book, the most extensive official investigation into UFOs. Over nearly 2 decades, Project Blue Book amassed over 12,000 UFO sighting reports, a small percentage of which remained unexplained. In 1969, Project Blue Book concluded that no evidence of extraterrestrial vehicles had been found. However, the acknowledgement of unexplained cases only deepened the mystery surrounding UFOs.
Major sightings around the world. The 1950s ushered in a new era for the UFO phenomenon. What began as a trickle of reports in the late 1940s transformed into a steady stream, then a torrent. This period, spanning from the 1950s to the 1970s, witnessed an unprecedented surge in UFO sightings across the globe. It was the golden age of UFOs, a time when these enigmatic objects seemed to be making their presence known with increasing boldness. Among the most captivating incidents of this era were the Lubbock Lights, a series of nocturnal displays that illuminated the skies over Lubbock, Texas in 1951. For several nights in August and September, residents reported seeing formations of lights, often described as a V-shape, moving silently and swiftly across the night sky. These sightings weren't confined to casual observers. College professors from Texas Technological College, armed with telescopes and scientific curiosity, also witnessed the aerial display, their observations lending credibility to the reports. One particularly intriguing aspect of the Lubbock Lights was their apparent ability to change formation and speed rapidly, defying the capabilities of conventional aircraft of the time. The Lubbock Lights, while captivating in their own right, were just one chapter in the unfolding saga of the UFO phenomenon during this period. From the bustling metropolises of the United States to the quiet countryside of Europe, reports of strange objects in the sky poured in.
The cultural impact. The surge in UFO sightings during the 1950s and 60s coincided with a broader cultural shift. Science fiction blossomed from a niche genre into a powerful force shaping popular culture. The UFO became an icon of this era, symbolizing our deepest fears and wildest dreams. Hollywood seized upon the UFO phenomenon with gusto. Movies like The Day the Earth Stood Still tapped into Cold War anxieties. Alien visitors were presented as potential threats and cautionary tales. These films captured the zeitgeist, reflecting fear, fascination, and awareness of humanity's place in the cosmos. The rise of UFO organizations. In the 1950s and 1960s, dedicated organizations emerged to investigate UFOs. People from all walks of life united to unravel the mysteries of the skies. One of the earliest was the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization, or APRO, founded in 1952. Led by Jim and Coral Lorenzen, APRO took a proactive approach to investigation. They collected reports globally, separating genuine sightings from hoaxes. APRO's approach blended scientific rigor with open-mindedness. In 1956, Major Donald Kehoe founded the National Investigations Committee on Aerial Phenomena, or NICAP.
The UFO abduction phenomenon. While sightings of UFOs in the sky continued to captivate the public imagination, a new and even more unsettling chapter in the UFO phenomenon was about to unfold. This chapter, often shrouded in controversy and met with a mixture of skepticism and fear, centered on the alleged abduction of individuals by beings associated with these mysterious craft. At the heart of this phenomenon lies the now iconic case of Betty and Barney Hill, an American couple whose alleged abduction experience in 1961 sent shockwaves through society and helped shape the narrative of alien abduction that persists to this day. The Hills, returning from a vacation in Canada, reported a harrowing encounter with a strange object in the night sky. According to their account, the object, which they described as a disc-shaped craft with flashing lights, seemed to follow their car as they drove through the White Mountains of New Hampshire. They experienced a period of missing time, a perplexing gap in their memories, during which they later claimed to have been taken aboard the craft. The Hills' story, initially met with skepticism, gained traction when, under hypnosis, they separately recalled being subjected to medical examinations by strange beings aboard the craft. These beings, they said, were humanoid in appearance, but with unusual features. Large heads, slanted eyes, and grey skin, an image that would become ingrained in popular culture as the stereotypical grey alien.
A legacy of questions. Launched in 1952, Project Blue Book was the most extensive UFO investigation by the US Air Force. Spanning nearly 2 decades, it aimed to determine if UFOs posed a national security threat. Investigators meticulously documented sightings and examined evidence. Despite their efforts, the project concluded in 1969 with ambiguity, The final report found no evidence of extraterrestrial vehicles but left some cases unexplained. The Condon Report, seeking scientific clarity. By the mid-1960s, the UFO phenomenon had become so pervasive in American society that it could no longer be ignored. This led to the commissioning of the Condon Report, a landmark study by the University of Colorado under Dr. Edward Condon. Published in 1969, it aimed to provide a comprehensive and scientifically rigorous analysis of the UFO phenomenon. Despite its ambitious goals, the Condon Report proved divisive and was met with skepticism from some quarters. Its recommendation to discontinue active UFO investigation effectively closed the chapter on official government-sanctioned UFO research for decades. International investigations, a global phenomenon. While the United States grappled with the UFO phenomenon through projects like Blue Book, it became clear this wasn't solely an American concern. Across the globe, from Europe to the Arctic, reports of unusual aerial phenomena surfaced, transcending national borders and cultural differences. The UK's Ministry of Defence took a keen interest, establishing the Flying Saucer Working Party in 1950. Most sightings were attributed to misidentifications or hoaxes, but the seriousness of the investigations was evident. France also emerged as a significant player. In 1977, the French space agency established GAIPAN, a dedicated organization for UFO investigations. GAIPAN's transparency and scientific rigor made it a respected voice in UFO research. These investigations highlight the global reach of the UFO phenomenon. From Brazil to Canada, Russia to Australia, people reported seeing strange objects in the skies, challenging conventional explanations. The UFO phenomenon was a shared human experience, transcending geographical boundaries and cultural differences.
The enduring enigma. Are we alone in the universe? From ancient cave paintings to modern-day reports of unidentified aerial phenomena, the human fascination with the unknown persists. The enduring enigma of flying saucers continues to spark debate and ignite imaginations. We've woven these aerial encounters into our myths and scientific understanding. From the Vimanas of ancient India to the flying saucers of the modern era, the core mystery remains. What are these objects that defy our understanding of physics? Are they advanced technologies, earthly in origin, or do they hint at something more profound? Something that challenges our conception of reality? Despite decades of research and countless eyewitness accounts, the UFO phenomenon defies definitive explanation. This deepens the allure of the unknown, fueling our curiosity and prompting us to look up at the night sky with wonder. A universe of possibilities. The human desire to explore and make sense of the universe is unwavering. Our understanding of the cosmos is constantly evolving. What was once science fiction has become scientific reality. We've walked on the moon and discovered distant planets. The possibility of encountering other intelligent life no longer seems far-fetched. Hidden within UFO reports may lie clues about our universe. The history of flying saucers shows our enduring fascination with the unknown. We are still explorers, driven to seek answers to life's biggest questions.